June was around the corner and it looked like we'd finally get our first snow-free week. Time to put up fencing for our escape artist sheep, build raised beds for sun-starved plants, fix the giant leak in the tractor, and keep digging away at our future fruit orchard. For now, we had one raised bed in the greenhouse ready to go, so it was time to rehome the tomatoes that had long outgrown their little flower pots and were clearly plotting a rebellion. With everything else going on, labelling plants had gone out the window, so only time will tell which varieties actually made it into the ground. Plants planted, the bearded tomato whisperer moved on to fixing the tractor leak. Anders had managed to sort out the bolt that Vince had snapped off, so it could finally go back in. Time to fill it with diesel and give it a test run. Which, of course, still required hot wiring the thing, like it was 1983 and we were stealing it from ourselves. The goal here, to turn this sloped patch into a flat area, about 12 by 15 metres, big enough to host 6 fruit trees and 2 cherry bushes. On top of gears getting stuck and the brakes basically giving up on life, Vince had also managed to reinstall the diesel injection housing wrong, which meant he couldn't shut the engine off from inside the cab. So extra focus required when driving near the new cliff edges he was creating. You happy with the location of your trampoline?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, we'll build it up for you.
Goed gedaan, Amber. Ja.
There's things your papa can do.
Ja.
Oh, I need my drain.
After some quality father-daughter trampoline building, it was time to bring the electric sheet wire out of its winter hibernation It turned into a full family operation, including the cat, who supervised closely but offered zero help. We use 6mm thick electric rope for the sheep fencing, thick enough to be seen by even our fluffiest rebels. The visibility helps avoid accidental run-ins, not just with sheep, but also with local wildlife like moose and reindeer. The current gives a firm but fair zap to anything that gets too curious. The rope goes on permanent posts, but we take it down for the winter so snow and ice don't destroy it. It's not so much a physical barrier as a psychological one. One good zap and the sheep develop a healthy respect for the boundary, although they often need a reminder course in spring. Some bad weather was moving in, so we brought Biggie, Chubby and Spotty back to the sheep barn. Perfect time to continue in the greenhouse, where, if you listen closely, you can hear the huffing and puffing of a Scottish bird. That's me, by the way.
Hier zo in de grond. Je duwen. Zo?
Ja.
Is deze ook blij, denk je nu?
Ja.
Ja. Wow.
That's a lot.
Wow.
That's not so far away.
Very close.
That's cool.
Don't do noise.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool.
Is it ready?
The storm came and went like my motivation on a Monday morning. Brief but intense. Back outside, it was back to sheep fencing.
Is het nu beter, denk je? Nee, heel dicht tegen de boom, ja.
Papa?
Moet ik helpen?
Ja.
Doen we het samen. Hoppa!
Pro tip: if you're installing this kind of fencing, get yourself a ring insulator screw-in tool for your drill. That's the bit you see on the screwdriver. It will save you time, your wrist and quite possibly your soul.
Ja, niet graven bedoel ik. Nee. Dat bedoel ik niet.
Zo.
Ja. Jij bent 4 jaar oud nu. Wow, kijk eens. Wauw, wat ben jij sterk.
Ja.
Wauw. Wat goed.
Ja.
But these two here don't have any.
This day had all 4 seasons, and I changed outfits more often than a stripper at an office Halloween party.
Good.
Nou.
Okay. How's that now?
Oh my god, just take it easy. Because you've got a face on.
Already, at the start of building the second raised bed, Vince started to regret ever thinking 12-metre beds were a good idea. Motivation was dropping as fast as the sweat from his beard, until I brought him some great news. So I went on the computer to print some posters for Amber's room, and we got 1,000 subscribers.
Hey! Nice! Yay! 1,000! Whoop whoop! Wow, that's amazing. Break open the champagne, pop the corks, bring down the whiskey.
Can you help me?
Did you bring the whiskey, Amber?
No.
Oh, okay, no whiskey then.
No Vince, not whiskey. But how about more sheep fencing? No kids, no wife, no sheep to bother you. Just a peaceful evening and the hum of nature, while we all sit back and watch you work. Next day, potatoes, planted in the old garden, 30 minutes from the homestead.
Okay, see what happens with them.
The girls get too used to that.
Yeah. And boy. Here's the M.
That's the M.
Yeah. Ja. Ja, Jasmin. Goed zo. Oh.
Day 4 of this week's vlog saw the rain return, so Vince went back to his absolute favourite job, working with tiny screws and bolts. Okay, so he's not quite earned the title of sheep whisperer yet, but maybe he could finally master those greenhouse beds and finish them once and for all. Thankfully, I came to help, and for a while everything was going amazing. Kids were laughing, birds were chirping, and spirits were high. Until...
Hey, don't forget it.
Shit.
Oh, Caroline. Okay, you go and wash that up. Oh, goodness, Caroline.
Oopsie.
I was going to say that she knows not to hold her finger there.
I didn't think I was actually there. So stupid. I thought about it the whole time.
Yeah, clean it up.
Yeah, can you get kitchen paper for me?
Absolutely. That's a good one. How
Yeah,
it's
I felt
floor.
it drill into my hand.
Yeah.
My finger.
You silly Billy.
Yeah,
Where is it? There.
oh, it could be worse.
It could have been, but that's a nasty spot to have it.
Yeah,
Phew, it was bleeding profusely when we were inside.
yeah,
Okay, let's get a plaster on it. Is it clean?
yeah.
This is why we have boxes of finger plasters. This is either me or her cutting herself. But we've never drilled into somebody's finger.
No, that's a first.
I was thinking, I should say it, not to hold your finger behind. I should have just said it.
It's because you thought it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
It's your fault.
yeah. Now I've been close to my own finger a few times where I thought, oh yeah.
Ow.
Hey. Okay, the girls are alone in the greenhouse.
Yeah. The girls didn't seem too bothered and kept happily playing in the greenhouse. Something else that started playing outside? Mosquitoes and gnats and midges. Time to break out the mosquito magnet. Battery powered, gas fueled, and capable of covering about an acre. Just a bit less than our whole property. We're now in year 3 of using it, which is supposedly when you really start seeing a big drop in stinging insects. Fingers crossed. The smaller ones though. I'll take this one. Okay. But what we didn't expect to see this season was this. None of us knew what kind of snake it was, so we kept our distance. Luckily, after posting the clip, subscriber Ingrid identified it as a huggorm, a Swedish adder or viper, and Sweden's only venomous snake. Its bite can be deadly if untreated, as nearly happened to a family member of subscriber, tiny Swedish Homestead. Fortunately, it was outside and not in our house, unlike subscriber Rob, who seems to have a subscription to Snakes in the Kitchen. We'd take the occasional mouse over a surprise serpent in the house any day. With the snake gone, we could finally get on with life and finish those raised beds.
You like them?
I'll take these ones. And then we'll have more space to walk. Now you can do it.
Easy. Look how easy that goes.
And hey, if you're enjoying these projects, mishaps, family life, and the occasional venomous wildlife encounter, we share behind the scenes clips, mini updates, and daily videos over on our Patreon. There's already a stack of content waiting there, with more added every day.
Yeah.
1 week, 4 seasons, 2 near-death experiences, and 1 snake later, we're still here.